Hello and welcome back. I'm your friendly neighborhood technician. Today, more shit's broken. Remember how I just fixed the wiring for the windshield washer sprayers? I had the last switch, the last turn signal slash windshield washer switch that was in the country. Well, I need it now because my high beams are stuck on constantly. So you turn the headlight switch on and the high beams are on all the time, which really sucks for when I'm driving behind people. So I need to get that fixed. So we're gonna go ahead and replace that today. Now, as you can see, as soon as I turn on the headlights, the high beam light comes on. And no matter how much I play with the switch, it doesn't turn off. So since I have it, we're gonna replace it anyway, even if it doesn't fix it. All right, first thing you're gonna wanna do when removing the steering wheel, you wanna disconnect the negative terminal of the battery. So then that prevents any kind of electrostatic discharge when you're trying to remove the airbag, just to be safe. And then what you're gonna do is you're gonna remove the two T30s that are on the back of the steering wheel. You can see right back in here, right here, there is a, oh, right there. There you go. There's a hole right there on that side. And then over here, there's a hole right there. You're gonna need a sort of long T30. Is what I used right here. And then unscrew those, then your steering wheel, or your airbag will come off. Then you need to unplug that. Just a bit of caution, when you set your airbag down on something, make sure you set it face up like this, because if it goes off for whatever reason, if you set it face down, it becomes a projectile. This is what your steering wheel looks like without an airbag. You're gonna need to remove, you got this connector right here for the airbag, you're gonna need to push this little grommet through, just like that. There's it is right there, save that. Then push the harness through. And then disconnect these two wires right here for the horn. There's one. Weird. Then if you want, disconnect the black one right here. Then you're going to want to get in here with an 11mm, I believe, Allen. I lied, it's a 10. There it is right there. You can tell the only thing I've ever used this thing on is steering wheel bolts because that is so shallow. Then very gently you're going to want to remove that bolt. Now this is what it looks like with your steering wheel bolt removed. You have two lines. You have a line up here at the top, then you have a line down here at the bottom. Now what you're going to want to do, so when you put it back together, your steering wheel is not off center. You're going to want to remember where your lines are. You can see right there, it's lined up with that first tooth, and just down here, it's lined up with that tooth on the left also. So remember where those are, or if you want to scratch, if you want to score where it is, you could do that as well, just as long as they go right back where they came off. Something like that with the little score, that works too. Then all you have to do at this point is remove your steering wheel. Now we got to take off these three Phillips. Next, we need to remove these three Phillips. Next, you can pull it towards you, and it's pretty loose, but remember that long harness that's attached to it? This one right here. We're gonna need to get all the way down in there, so under there. If you have cruise control, your cruise control switch just lifts straight up and off. Next, pop this little vent out, and then there's a 8mm bolt right there. A little screw looks just like that. Just remove it from there. Then if you fold down your carpet, you can see there's a little plastic nut right here. You're gonna have to remove that. Just turn it like you would a normal nut, and it threads itself off. Then you have another Phillips screw right in the middle you're gonna have to remove. Next, you're gonna wanna remove this bit of insulation right here. Watch out, it is very dusty. I accidentally ripped the shit out of mine, but you can be careful with yours. And then right here, right at the front edge of where that cover is, there's your connector right there. So disconnect that and you should be able to pull it all the way through. So there is a zip tie down there that you're going to have to release. It's not a one-time use. You can release it, so it's one of those deals. And then you can pull it out. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to feed the new one back in there. This is not the new one, this is the old one. I'm going to feed the new one in there, and then I'm going to put it back together 100% the opposite way I took it apart. Okay, there we go. Now it's all back together. There we go. Now my high beams actually turn off. Well, that's all for today. Thank you for watching. Make sure you hit subscribe, give me the thumbs up, and make sure you hit the notification icon so you get notifications when I post a new video. And don't forget to visit the merch shop and look at all the goofy stuff that I have posted there. Thanks.